Hello, my beautiful badgers. Mexico back again with another game dev interview. We're joined by our good friend Malbers from Malbers Animation. They've got the animal controller, which is more than an animal controller. So in this video, we're going to be playing around with the human controller, as well as checking out their Unreal assets over on the Unreal Marketplace. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a moment. Look at the size of that microphone. Look at it.
Yeah.
The massive one. Look at all your
So how you
babies
been?
behind you. I've been well.
Yeah.
Like you were
Look at them.
supposed to come on, right, in September. Okay. And
Yes, but I think I was traveling to Mexico, and then I was getting married, and then something else happens, and finally we
hang on,
can do the
what's more
interview.
important? What's more important? Chatting to me or getting married? I don't accept that as a reasonable excuse. For people who think that I'm a heartless monster,
Why?
bullying
Why is that?
bullying Malvers for not being on last time. I'm doing a 24-hour charity stream, just as an excuse to get Malvers to come back on. So all of this is an elaborate ruse to get Malvers
Yes.
onto the
Third
stream.
time is a charm.
Last time you came on, though, you had we could see your beautiful face again. You had your camera on.
Yes, I did. Yes, I think we talked about the elephant. I think
Yes, it was the
that was the
elephant.
last asset. Yes, the
This
last
is, I
asset
think
I
this
was
is like the
showing you.
fourth time you've been on, though. To be fair,
Like, yeah,
yeah,
a few times. I remember a few times.
yeah. Every time we're drunk, but it's fine. Uh, now you've got an announcement. You've been doing stuff.
Yes. First, let me show you. Let me share the screen so we can start over.
Yeah.
So let me share. Let me do this right here. I'm going to share this
Do you know
empty
one of my
screen.
favorite pastimes that I do? I look at games and I see if they are using your animals. And I go, oh, that's a Malbers raccoon, or that's a Malbers horse, or that's a Malbers dragon.
I love to find them in Twitter also. I see many games using the raccoon. I see many games using the wolf, but I really love those games. And also I've been seeing assets using, devs using the animal controller already.
Really?
It's always inventor or opposite character controller, but Malver's animal controller is getting the buzz.
I
So
keep meaning to do some lovely Malbers asset flipping and make a project. I'm gonna have to do it.
so are
People,
you seeing the screen?
I can see the screen. Everyone at home can see the screen.
Let me see if everyone can see the screen. Yes. I have the Twitch on the other monitor. So we recently released a new update for horse and the animal controller, and it has so many things that I need to open my change log to to see what we have added on the past script. So let me show you all the goodies that we have right now, and also let me do some post effect magics so we can see
Ooh.
things even better. So let me drag this thing right here, and I'm going to, there you go. Now we have better lighting. So one thing that we added recently, did you know that the hair on the horse was really old, like 3 years old?
I needed a haircut.
Yes, we needed to make a new update, so the horse need a little love also. So let me see you right here, Pegasus.
Hair
And
is
here on
important. That's right, Yolan.
yes, in appearance, you will see that we have new mains. So we can change the
Oh,
color, but also we can change the mesh. And right here, we have a little main. We have a longer main. And you can also, people always ask that we can hide one and only having one side. Or you can have it in both sides. That's a beautiful trick.
Do horses have their hair going on both sides? I love horses, but I don't actually own any. My colleague, he's got horses, so he'd be the person that I ask all the questions. But
No,
do you
you
do a
can
lot of
have it in
research
one
on?
side.
Yeah, but do the
Actually,
horses really grow their hair like that? Do they have
yes, they
both
grow
sides?
the hair. If you don't braid it, they will grow the hairs in both sides.
Really?
But if you want to set it, I don't know, in a competition, you can have it in one side.
Oh,
Actually, I do prefer having it in one side. It's more fancy, more aesthetics. I don't know, like this one right here. So
I like a
we also
one-sided. Yeah,
we improve the shader of the horse skin, the short fur
but is that
that we can.
built-in URP and a HDRP, or is that what?
It is using the amplify shader,
Oh, good
so
man. Yes.
you can easily compile it to URP 14, 15, 16, the any version you're using. You can increase right here the anisotropy. I don't know how the word is called. You can increase it. So that's some new things that I have added to the Horse Anisette Pro. But the asset that gets most of the love that we are doing right now is the animal controller. Since it's getting almost all the attention.
Well, where does the animal controller end and the Horse Animator Pro begin? Because you need Horse Animator Pro's on top of animal controller, isn't it?
Like,
Like
the
you,
only difference that Horse Anisette Pro has with the animal controller is the riding system, and also it includes the new meshes for horses and animation for the horses and the animations for the rider. But besides that, everything is animal controller.
so all the changes you're making in animal controller are reflected in the Horse Animator Pro.
Exactly. That's why you can upgrade from animal controller to Horse Anisette Pro because you're only adding the riding system and the horses.
Now, your original background, like when you first start looking at Malbers, it's Malbers, the art guy makes beautiful models and animations. And Malbers Animations, it's in the name, is an animator. But
Yeah.
you're now getting as much known for your animal controller, which is code. Like, how did you go from the animator Malbers man to the coding Malbers man?
Actually, I graduated from software engineering. My degree is from programming, actually, but I never liked it. I
You
mean,
never
I
liked it.
yeah, but I never liked it. I mean, when programming for websites or desktop apps, until I found Unity, and actually the first asset that I made was the Horse Anisette Pro. It was a way very very basic. It's just the animations, and I investigate on the asset store all the horses that were in the asset store,
Yes.
and I found that they only show the animations on the model. You have to do the programming, and I wanted to showcase how all the animations work together. So I started learning Unity and C Sharp, like because I was programming in C++. I think I can't remember. So many years ago, like 10 years ago. And then it was easy the transition from C++ to C Sharp. So that was a very fluid transition. And then I started to check if the animation work together, because when you sell models and animations only in the asset store, sometimes they do not match. The root motion bone is offset, and you have a lot of bugs and a lot of unwanted behaviors with the animation. So I really needed to prove that the animations work together. So I needed to make a tiny character controller to and that tiny character controller has become the the animal controller that you know and love today.
And that's the first my the first time that me and Malbs were talking was I think like before I was doing all of these videos, and I was needing a horse controller because I was working on my cowboy game.
Yeah.
And that's where me and Malv started chatting and forming a wonderful friendship. And because your support, you've always offering great
So
support.
besides, mhm. So that's why I was making the tiny animal controller at that time, and then I started to making the little dragons. I started to making the animals, and those assets were having the animal controller inside the asset on with the models. But every time I made a change or I made a new feature, I have to update all
Oh wow! Oh, we've lost Malbs. We've lost Malbs.
updated version
Malbs
of
is
the
back
animal
again.
controller.
Lost you for a moment. The internet went.
Oh,
There we go. You're back again.
okay. So
Every
where were we?
every time you're making a change, it was affecting everything that was using the animal control. All of your assets.
Yes, so I had to make the assets separately, and that way I just make the models. I set the animations, the model. I make the integrations, so you don't have to set all the prefabs on the scenes with the animals, and you will have a easier life. You don't have to, you just have to update the animal controller once, and all the animals will get the same updates and new features.
Um,
Did you hear me?
what's the name of the not the how do you spell it? Irvin. Oh my god, the Wyvern. Irvin the Wyvern. Irvin
Irval the Wyvern.
Irval. How do you spell it? IRVAL
Irval, yeah.
or EL?
That's the correct name.
I
I see.
I
Yes,
thought I made a
IRVAL.
I
Yeah,
thought I made a
Irval the
command.
Wyvern.
Did we not make a command? Did we not make a command for the Wyvern? Hang on, let me have a look. Dragons. Okay, exclamation mark dragon, exclamation mark tiger dragon, exclamation mark unker. They all work. But we didn't make a separate one for Erval when he came out. But we've got a Malbers, exclamation mark Malbers in chat. Yeah, it's done. Let's be fair. Malbers has got enough commands on my Discord. He doesn't need any more. Got like 5. Now we had a question in chat about have we asked him about the climbing of the character animator and other hidden features? What's this? Climbing? We can
Well,
climb.
climbing. Yes, you can climb. You can come here, right here,
Assassin's Creed style.
and whoosh,
Oh,
somebody. There you go.
what about what? Oh, move before you get crushed. What about jumping from one ledge to another? Like when you're
Well,
hanging.
that's when that is not a feature included at the moment.
Would
But
you add
we
it?
have. Yes, I will add it in the future. Yes,
Oh, nice.
yes,
Hey,
we have
what's this? You got a
gliding.
gliding. Oh,
Yes, we have ledge grab, so you can have it right here, and everything that reflects here on the animal controller we have in the Horse Sunset Pro.
hang on a minute. Hang on. Because Tor just said something that in my head, I'm also going to be like, everything that's reflected in here, we've got in horse animation. Can you make the horse climb up?
Only if is a humanoid.
But
The
your
thing is
horses are
that
humanoids, though.
we can convert it, right? We can convert it.
I want to see a climbing horse doing mountain rock climbing.
Yes. Actually, I saw in Twitter some time ago that somebody made the my deer, my polyar deer, humanoid that he can shoot weapons and he can mount another deer. So yeah, it can be done. Theoretically, it can be done.
Well, that's the thing. Your animals do have the the bones so that they can be humanoid.
Yes. If you have the animations, everything can be done. That's why humans can share animations, but generic rigs are a bit tricky.
Oh, that was a nice land. Now, what are you enjoying doing most these days? Are you enjoying making the models or animating them or adding code to the animal controller? What gives you the most joy?
Actually, it depends of the day. Sometimes when I am animating too long, like 1 month animating non-stop, I need to program. And happens the other way. So when I'm programming like 2 weeks in a row, I really need to make and do some animations.
Oh, look at him shooting a gun. Now, what about having the animal controller work with like these multiplayer solutions? So with Mirror or Net Netcode for game objects and other things.
Yes, that is actually one thing that we are thinking to do this year. And
Oh,
yes, actually, yesterday the meeting that I was having, it was with one of the creators of Mirror, so we can make a animal controller and Horse Animator Pro compatible with Mirror. So networking is coming. It's coming this year, sooner
was
than expected.
oh nice because quite a few people have done their own solutions and done for their own projects. I've seen them. People have done their own stuff. Like you see things on Twitter that people have done. So people at home, it is doable. If you get it yourself, you can make it work. But
Yes,
most of us
I
are
was really
lazy, Malves. Most of us are lazy. We want you
yes.
to do it.
Yes, I actually was really scared of networking because it requires my full attention, and I was I really like to make new features from to the animal control and the Horse Sunset Pro, and I have a plan to make, I don't know, the ladder system. I want to make zip lines. I want to make pole slidings. So many things to the animal controller. And networking, I thought it was hard to make, but in the meeting yesterday where that I had with this guy, it was really easy. He explained me really under I mean I understood really well what I need to do to make in to add to the animal controller so we can make it work. There is a tricky part with the horse Anisette Pro because in the case of the rider and the horse, those two are players. You are moving the horse, you are controlling the horse as a player, and you are controlling the rider as a player also. I mean, the horse is for moving, but the player is for using the weapons. So, when we get to that bridge, we cross it. But the animal controller, just like Steve on all the animals, they can be easily integrated with Mirror. At least we are working on it.
Now, last time Malves came onto the stream, I had made a multiplayer version of Your Dragons. Do you remember?
Yes,
And it even had networked up the fireballs being fired out of the dragon and colliding and hitting. That was using Super Netcode. And
I
the
haven't tried that one yet.
he's making a new version, but I gotta say, I've pinged Casper a number of times recently, and I haven't had any response. So I am hoping that he's okay, because normally he responds immediately and is really responsive with support, but he hasn't responded to my messages. So if anyone has spoken to Casper and knows that he's all right, please do let me know, because yeah, unlike them. It is a really easy to use kit. I was able to network up your dragons in very short, like less than a few hours. And the most tricky that I had was, getting the fireballs and then taking health off people, sinking that because he has a different way
It's,
of doing it.
exactly. So it's very doable. So
Very doable.
I only need the time to push that task forward in my queue. But I really want to make another things and another request that other devs on the Discord channel have asked that I really need to do also, like ragdolling. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
but
We also
you're
want to make
so go ahead.
a new weapon system that actually is not even a weapon system, so an item system that can be used as a weapon. So, for example, if you have a broom, you can attack with the broom, but also you can fly with that broom, or you can use it as an item to open a door. So I'm reworking all that system to make it more modular.
Or they say you said the magic word that we all love, modular.
Yeah, modular. Yeah.
Because there's a few more character controllers out there that have become a little bit cumbersome because they're not modular. Then they become huge beasts to wield about. But it sounds to me though, mate, you're moving more into the land to really take on Invector and the
No,
other,
no, no, no.
like,
That's not the safe word. I want to make the competition. So I'm not making the competition for Invector. Invector has its own systems, like the weapon system that they have is amazing. They have a ballistic system. I don't want to get that deep because I want to focus the animal controller more in the animals. But it just happens that it can be used also with the with humans.
but I've got to tell you because there's a few assets that started off as animal stuff, like Emerald AI, and then added more and more like for humanoids. Are we seeing that the animal controller is becoming less about animals and more just like generic controller now?
Kind of, yeah.
And are you going to split this out? Is that like you've got the Horse Anim Set Pro? Are you going to have animal controller, Horse Anim Set Pro, and a humanoid? All the like you said, like the weapons or the inventory stuff, to split that out into humanoid set pro, human set pro.
No, no, no. Everything is sorry. Everything is going to be on the animal controller. I'm showing Steve, but let me show you also the the wolf. Everything is done with the wood. What we
Can
have
horse
here, we have
controller work on any four-legged animal? Yes. So
yes,
the basically, if you've got the dragons, you can make the dragons rideable with um, the horse, uh, the riding system from the horse controller. Turns the
exactly.
turns the dragons into rideable, and then you can
If you
then you
have
can become Daenerys from Game of Thrones.
if you have animations of your animal, you can do whatever you want. And if you don't, you can use what you have to make the states. It doesn't. I mean, it's heavily dependent of the animations you have, but if you don't, you can always use transform that position and rotation to get to the logic of the state. For example, climbing, grabbing ledge.
Oh, he's picked up a ball. Yeah, Barak Dub says, I still remember the messy code of riding a huge rabbit on stream. Yes, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Now the like you were showing before with the ragdolling, ragdolling then leads to the concerns of hyperextending the arms and so the limbs just start
Yes.
looking a little bit painful.
Yes. I still need to work. For example, this ragdolling is just for dying that I use. I really need to do the other state that is on my next task
Oh, poor
is to
bloke.
do the ragdoll and the recover. This is just dead ragdolling. He cannot
Oh,
get up. He cannot do anything.
oh my word, that is painful.
Yeah. So for the people that ask that if animals can use weapons, yes, they can. Let me find. Where are you?
Have you got the rabbit with a machine gun?
No, I have. I mean, if you have the animations, you can do it. So in this case, we do not have the animations for the rabbit, but we do have it for the.
If you build it, they will come. Oh, I'm checking again. Our donations alerts are not coming up on the stream, which I haven't worked out why they're failing. And D Niter, who's coming on the stream later to talk about Phasmophobia, has just dropped down a massive £100. Looking forward to the interview later. Good luck with your stream. Thank you, buddy. You beautiful badger. So now we are already at £381 of our £1,000 target. Remember that if we hit our £1,000 target, we keep on donating. Let's go above. Let's see if we can go above it, because we are less than 4 hours in. Thank you so much, Space Boy, for the follow. What is he doing though? That's like he's with that blade. It's gonna hurt someone, mate.
So as you can see, the weapons can also be used. O sea, the weapon system can also be used with animals if you have the animations.
Oh, that is nuts.
Let's grab another one.
He's got an axe. Now the important question is, can he flip the axe around and have it from the other direction? Like, can he throw it in the air and catch it and do stunts with it?
That would be amazing to do. Actually, let me grab a quick note and do that.
Oh, every time Malbers comes on, I get more ideas about what I want to be doing with his packs.
So we can shoot a ball and we can charge it. So that could be the axe, but we need to make it return.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know? Oh, okay. Tor, thank you for the sub. Now Tor's allowed to post whatever he wants because Tor's subscribed with his Prime. If you've got Amazon Prime, you get a free sub. Might as well use your free sub. Thank you, buddy. So Malbs was talking about the complexities of, when you're riding something, you're basically two players then being controlled. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it yet, !GKC for Game Kit controller, and he's integrated to work with Malbers. If you've got the Game Kit controller, you can then also use your Malbers stuff with it, and when you get in, ride a horse or whatever, it takes over from the controller from Game Kit controller to then have the Malbers horses and animals that you're mounting. So there's a lot of people that have integrated with your stuff already on the asset store.
Yes, yes. There is so many integrations that I've been people have been doing with the animal controller. Yes, that's amazing actually, and people are making tutorial already.
Yes,
So when people make integrations and tutorials of your asset, that asset is getting serious attention.
I've did one tutorial to how to integrate the Malbers animal controller with Ultimate Survival many years ago, and it was one of those ones that immediately had views. Like, you're guaranteed, basically, if you're making YouTube videos, you're guaranteed to get views if you do a tutorial on any of the Malbers stuff. It's a quick, easy win to get people to watch your videos. Enemy AI using
That's
homing
amazing.
cheat codes. Exactly.
Yeah, somebody saw that.
Do you have a petting animation? Which is important. Like,
Yes, I do.
go to the dog and
You
pet the dog.
you always need a petting animation, and I make animals, so
There you go. Ah. Tell Malbers to give
what?
Steve cloves. Steve does need cloves. But then Malbers has
Yes,
to worry about animating the cloves and clipping and all that
they will
stuff.
get close this year.
In 2024, you've given him a wardrobe.
Yes, actually, that is one of the next assets that I'm going to work with. I'm going to make a set for Steve that it will have hairstyles. It will have a wardrobe. It will have some weapons. I don't think I will make weapons. So only clothes. And I'm going to start like a medieval medieval
Medieval
right?
Steve. Medieval Steve.
Medieval Steve.
The
Yes.
2024
Uh,
is the year that Steve gets love.
and also Steve is going to get a
Hang on.
chibi version.
Are you ready? Have you got it on? There we go.
Yeah,
Chibi Steve.
chibi Steve.
Oh, you've given him whites in his eyes now.
Yes, yes, yes. So we have a chibi Steve and all the clothes that Steve will have.
Well,
Also
hang on a
chibi
minute.
Steve
I've
will
got.
have.
Here we go. I've got the overlay. Thank you for the follow. We had the overlay on the screen there, covering Steve's beautiful chibi face.
Yes. So the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to make an animation set for humans, but with a more arcadey style, like
Mm.
Super Mario, like I don't know, uh, Crash, Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
So the more toon animations. So far I was making kind of realistic animations for games. So I want to explore this new phase of doing toon animations, very exaggerated things.
Nice.
So
And Steve's still got his muscles as well. Where's that?
so I'm torn of keeping the muscles or making him all all plain like a little child. I don't know.
Do you know what Steve needs? Right, a big fat belly is what Steve needs.
That can be done. That can be done with blind shapes.
Exactly. Make Steve have a dad bod. Dad bod Steve. That's what he needs.
Yeah. So I want to make a shout out to Jay. Is the his Discord user is Cruxis. He has helped me so much this year, and he had been so kind with the support that he offered to make on the channel. So shout out to Cruxis, to Jay. I think he's in the chat right now.
Is that you, Cruxix?
Yes, it is he.
There
Let
you
me see the
go.
chat.
Oh, he'll give you a heart back. Lovely.
Eh, Yes, he's been amazing. He's actually made the an integration for the animal controller that is the inventory. He and I made an inventory, mostly him. I just review it for for the animal controller and the horse Anisette Pro. So you don't have to use a third-party integration that requires a lot of tweaking. So the ones that we have on the asset store is ready to be used with the animal controller.
Awesome. This is 2024 is the year that everyone needs to be jumping about
Yeah, I don't
and
know how
playing
to
about.
call you.
Now we come. Oh, you know what? It's coming to the end. I love these
Oh, really?
anniversary streams. I love these anniversary streams that we do. We get so many people coming on, but there's also so little time. We've got like 9 minutes left, Malbs.
Only 9 minutes left.
Only
Let
nine
me
minutes
play
left because
around
I was
more
late.
with.
I was late to get you started, right?
Oh,
And then you had your audio
also,
problems.
also, let me show you real quick.
Show me.
I do give some love to to Steve. Steve has now a beard.
God, Steve's got a sexy beard.
Yes, has a sexy beard. Let me show the appearance. There you go. All we have hair, two types of hair, or bald like me. We have elf
Oh,
ears.
oh, elf ears.
We have new eyebrows, and we have
Steve's
the beard.
Steve's got a very stoic look about him. He's a very
Yes,
serious
we
person.
have
Right?
a blonde hair. We have skins that you can also change in real time right here. I mean, it's a shader, so you have the color. right here. Oh, this is the hair? Yes, this is the skin. Is everything integrated, doing with shaders
Oh, nice.
inside. Yeah,
So
Amplify shader is amazing.
it is. Exclamation mark amplify in chat. We got to get the Amplify boys and girls back onto the stream. They haven't been on
Yes,
in a
you
long
do.
time.
You have
Been about 3 years since they've come on, actually. And a lot's happened in
3 years already.
yeah, crazy. It's been a long time since they've been on. When are you? When are the don't ask if you're going to throw it at the dog. When are you having your updates ready? Like when do you think the next stuff is going to be out?
So far we're going to make some tiny updates with the bugs that people have found in the latest update. But the major update that is coming, I don't want always to get I don't want to get dates, specific dates,
No, don't give me
because
specific dates. Give me like
yeah,
the first quarter, first
the
half of the
first
year.
quarter of this year exactly.
Okay,
Yes, I want to make the new super item system, and I want to make the recovery ragdoll.
all right. So
Those
here's a
two are the
promise.
main.
I
Yes,
want to
yes.
promise for you, Malbs. Next, when they're out, we're gonna do a long session on the stream together. Yeah, 4 hours sitting down on the stream. Now you're married. You got to ask your wife's permission. So,
Yeah,
if,
my husband actually.
oh, your husband's there. You go. So you got to ask permission to be on the stream.
Yes, yes. Because now the married life is different. It's unique.
Did you
It's a new
expect the
adventure.
married life was going to be taking up as much of your time? Like,
Well, we have to grow up sometime. We don't have
no, you
to
don't
always
have to
be.
grow up, bud. You don't have to
Oh,
grow up.
really?
No, I refuse. I refuse. I'm coming up to the second. I'm the second half of my century on this planet. I refuse to grow up. So, what are we looking at? What are we now? January, February, March, April. Right.
I
April.
hope I will do everything possible to make the next major update to be in March, the end of March. I also want to do the sets of the new wardrobe for Steve
Halves,
and the
mate.
Chief Steve. Yeah,
You.
new assets. I need to make new assets.
When are
I
you
cannot
gonna?
only
When are
live
you gonna make new
from my.
assets when you're also doing support?
Yes. Well, that's the tricky part. I usually do supports in the morning, and if it's easy to do like really quick questions, I can jump in the Discord channel and do the support.
Do
But
you have
it's
to be
something like
strict?
a
Like give yourself a cut-off point.
yes, yes, because I mean last year I only had two assets in the store, two new assets, the werewolf
Yes.
and the realistic deer. So that is not feasible. We
Oh,
really
hang on a
need
minute.
to
You
keep
also had wasn't the demon the horse riding demon
no,
that
that was like 2 years ago, I
no
think.
already? No, shut the front door.
Yeah,
That wasn't 2 years ago.
yeah, time is passing too fast.
Oh my
I don't like it.
gosh. So if you haven't checked out yet, go over to YouTube, watch Roland's videos of the werewolf, or on my Discord, exclamation mark Discord. Go to the showcase. You can see Roland does some amazing stuff
Yes,
with
Roland,
Malbers packs.
Roland is always asking to to make more assets.
It's like stop supporting people and make more assets.
Yeah,
And we wanted to have a quick play about because one of the questions we get before, like if we look outside of the beautiful animal controller at Malbers of creating models and animals, then people are like, okay, can I use Malbers' stuff in Unreal or Godot or anything like you stuck to just using Unity,
right.
and you
Yes,
can.
we forgot about that.
We forgot
We
about
were going
that.
to show Unreal.
Shall I load it up? Let me try and see if I can load it
Yes,
up.
yes.
All right.
Load it out real quickly.
But give a
Meanwhile,
bit of
we're
a
waiting.
explanation about like how that happened, because there's somebody over on the Unreal Marketplace that's made a horse controller.
Yes, we have a friend that is, I don't know his name, but his publisher name is CT Games, and he makes really good character controllers for Unreal. So he made the riding system that I have in Horse and Inset Pro, but he made it in Unreal. So you don't have to program or make blueprints. You can buy his asset with my model, and you can have your riding system inside Unreal. Why I haven't made anything programming related in Unreal? Because if you add up the support that I have to give on Unity, and on top of that I have to do it on Unreal, that will take too much of my time to create
Yeah.
new assets, make new features. So I'm always my plan is to stay away from anything related to creating controllers for Unreal. I
Ba-
already made it to Unity, so I will keep that. So, but I
Basically,
will stay
Steve would
away.
never get his clothes. Steve would never get any clothes if you're having to support Unreal.
Exactly.
But you put your models on there though, right? If I type in Malbers, like you can buy, people can go onto Unreal, right? You can buy
Yes, you
Drake,
can
you
use
can buy the
the
elephants.
same animations, the same models, the same textures. You can use it in Unreals. The 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 hard thing is that you have to make the animal controller or use one on the store that some people have already made it. I tried once, but since, for example, in Unity, you have the code in the component side, you have the scripts,
Mm.
but in Unreal, you have the blueprint animator. I think that is how it's called, and you have the blueprints on the other side. So I didn't like that way of doing things because I want to have an all the code that can be used on the animals in one side, and I just want to replace the animations.
Let me put a
Well, I
link into the chat for those who are using
yes,
Unreal. Here you go. Here's a link in chat. You can go over to Unreal. Yeah. But what about the blend shapes and all that kind of stuff? Like, how are you getting all that working with Unreal?
that works out of the blue, out of the box.
Really, you
So
didn't have to
you
do
only
anything
yes,
fancy or anything.
no, just import the FBX to Unreal. The only thing that I have to do because Unreal is different. Let's say that Unreal is different.
That's a
So
very nice way of putting it.
yes, in Unity, I import the models and the root motion is calculated inside Unity, and you can modify the animations inside Unity. So in Unreal, you import the animations and you cannot modify them. So you have to make the changes in 3ds Max or Blender or
I
Maya.
did not know that.
Yes. For example, I have to make an extra bone in my animations in 3ds Max. I already have my setup, my scripts that does that. But if you import directly the animations from Unity, the FBX that are in Unity to Unreal, all the root motions animation will be broken. So it's really hard.
That's a massive pain in the butt.
Yes. So imagine that I have, I don't know, the Drake has like 120 animations. All of those I have to fix them in order to work in Unreal.
What's the sales like in Unreal? Let's start talking money. Don't obviously don't say numbers, but what's it
No,
like? Is it worth it?
they're actually getting pretty good over time. And since I don't
Has
have
it been worth it
to,
though? Has it been worth
yes,
it?
yes, yes, it has been worth it. And actually, they are getting in the same level as Unity. I don't know, it's because all the bad news is all that is happening with Unity, but the sales are getting very similar.
all the bad news is really helping your sales with Unreal. So that's
Yeah, but the downside is that the cells in Unity are not decreasing, but they are staying in the same level.
oh,
Usually,
okay.
yes. Usually they were always growing up,
Yes, that's
growing,
not good.
always growing. Yeah.
All right.
Now
So
they're
those
staying in
those
the
in
flat.
chat who haven't yet bought stuff from Unity, go do it to help get those dials moving. Uh, but we've got a present to give away, haven't we, Malbs?
Yes, we do.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna give away to every single person in chat. No, we're not. That was Tor's. That was Tor's thing. We can't take that away, Woden. So what should we give away?
We should give away the dragon eyebrow. We should give away the Drake. The Drake is really, really fun to play with. And Horse and Pro, I think everybody almost has it, but let's say, let's also give away the Horse and Pro, which already includes the animal controller.
All right. So we've got Erval, Drake, and Horse Animal Set Pro. Right, let's do it. Then
Yes.
we've got Mark Ripley waiting for us next. All right. So we're gonna have to do these quick chats. All right. You've got 1 minute to get Erval. All right. All right. Exclamation mark raffle. You got 1 minute. Until it takes you Unreal to still. My God, Unreal's still loading up. It's been like what 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was showing off my CPU earlier to Malbers, and he was very jealous of that.
That's
Don't
it.
don't tell everyone in chat about how powerful your laptop is, because you're just going to depress people.
No, no, it's just a gift that Horse and Pro give it to me.
All right. So that's the other thing about being married, Malbs, is that you need to ask permission for every sale. So a few years ago, I finally got permission to buy myself a VR headset, only to discover that after
I know the
playing,
feeling, yes.
yeah, exactly, right. After playing Subnautica on VR, which was the biggest mistake ever to do, it has caused me to get motion sickness using VR, and now I can't use the VR headset anymore
Oh,
because it makes
really?
me sick. Yeah,
That's a
because it makes me
shame.
sick. All right, we've got a winner. So the winner of Erval is Genesis 730. So hit me up
Yeah.
on Discord. For the winners of Odin, I will be reaching. Hit me out on Discord. You have to contact me on Discord to validate who you are, and you'll get your winnings after the live streams are all over. All right. So, Drake. Okay, you got a minute to go with Drake. All right, mate. Okay, I'm gonna open up. There it is. If I do
What
my,
about Real? Is it
it's loaded.
still
It's
loading?
loaded. I'm
Oh,
putting it.
really?
Yeah, Unreal. Let's put it onto the screen for everyone to see. Okay, so this is a project that Roland hooked me up with. So let me move that down here. Thank you, Roland. Exclamation mark Roland in chat.
Yes, Roland is amazing.
And if you can see the stream, I'm a little bit. If I share my screen with you on Discord, if it's going to just explode everything, so I'm just going to put it.
Don't worry, I'm watching it in the stream right there.
Okay, there we go. So this is using your dragon that's available in the Unreal Marketplace, but using. Let me put the link in the chat for TC, by the way, that people can. I go. Commands console. Here we go. Boom. There's a link to the. I think that's a link to
TT
them.
game, yes.
All right.
To his developer page, yes, that's the one.
Okay.
He has amazing things.
All right. Hang on. Let me pick the winner. SS Night Shadow has won a copy of Drake. Fix. Everyone says in chat. Okay.
Amazing.
Let's now force anim set. And I've got. Did you fix the animation problem in Horse Animal Set Pro with the riding, with the hind right leg that makes it look like he's trying to shake poo off a tissue that is stuck to his leg. Did you ever fix that? Did you fix that problem? Why is it not? Why
Hello?
is it? Hang on, it's not showing. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm trying to show it on the stream, but it's not showing on. I go to Unity. I have to share my entire monitor. Okay, there you
Yes,
go.
you need to share your entire monitor, yeah.
Oh my word. Okay. Now we need to have we started the other raffle? Yep. Exclamation mark. I think everyone in the world has got Horse Animation Pro. Especially as it was in a humble bundle, wasn't it?
Yes, recently, yes. Last month, I think. Oh, a few months ago. We can see the dragon right now.
Right, F. There we go. I'm trying to remember the key to fly.
F, I think it is.
There it is. Okay. When is the console version releases?
Also, I forgot to tell you, there are 2 more dragons in the work. With Orlando, my friend in Spain, my partner in Prime.
2 more dragons?
Yes,
Ready for the
two
next
more
time you're
dragons.
on the stream? What do you reckon? Ready for the next time you're on?
8.
Tell Orlando to pull his finger out and to get them done.
Yes, I wrote him actually today, so he can show me some screenshots that I can share on the stream, but he didn't send me anything.
Oh, give everyone in chat, give Orlando a grumble in the Discord. Mate, thank you so much for coming on. This is to prove that you can be using beautiful Malbers stuff in Unreal as well as Unity. And pop over and
Exactly,
get
yeah.
hold of the CT's animal controller. And just to make it
Yes.
clear, it's not that CT has taken Malbers animal controller and converted it to
No, no, no,
Unreal.
nothing like that.
It's a
Yeah.
completely separate pack. So it's a completely separate system, but works beautifully. And it means that Malbers doesn't have to worry about making anything like that. There we go. Let me close Unreal because it's eating up all of my CPU. And to
Yeah.
announce the winner, the final winner is Sanyo. I'm pretty sure Sanyo's already got your Horse Animation Pro. But there you go. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations
That's
on
amazing.
the wedding,
Congratulations.
mate.
Thank you so much.
Welcome
Thank
to
you so
the
much for
club.
having me.
You're now your life is no longer yours. Yeah.
Yes. But it's for a good thing. So,
Exactly. It's a good you.
yes,
Yeah.
it's for better life.
Exactly, mate. Also, what the trick is to get your partner into supporting your assets as free
Actually,
support.
actually, my husband is I am l- teaching him to animate animations for Steve. So all the new animations that you're going to see on Steve are from Jonathan.
Whoa, there you go. You heard it here on the chat. You heard it here on the chat. Night Shadow says, I used the dragons in the MMO I made. There you go, Bri. Awesome.
Oh, that's amazing! Thank you so much for using the assets. I really appreciate it.
All right, buddy. I will see you back on the stream in end of Q1.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. And don't forget to donate.
That's it. Exclamation mark charity in chat. Adios, muchacho.
Ciao, cuídense.
If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button. And right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.